everybody? Dylan here. And happy Halloween! I hope everyone had a great Halloween, even though for me it's not Halloween, because it's November 1st. I'm sorry that I wasn't able to bring the Halloween special on time, and I know I haven't been posting as often. It's been 2 months since my last upload, so I'm sorry. But in today's video, I'm going to explain why I haven't been posting as much, a little bit about Mask and the development, and I'm going to be explaining 2 new projects I've been working on. I do want to say that I'm not quitting. That's not the reason why uploads are coming in slower. And I just hope you guys can forgive me for these uploads. I still love to be on this platform to entertain you guys, and I couldn't thank you enough for enjoying my silly little content. But with that said, let's get into a question that might be on people's minds. Why have I not been uploading as much? So there isn't one primary reason why I haven't been uploading as much, but let's explain a few reasons. One, I have been busy with the projects I'm going to explain later, and also 2, I've also been busy with family trips. I went to New Jersey a little while, and I unfortunately forgot to tell you guys that I was on a trip, so I'm sorry for that. So that's one of the reasons, and the other reason is that I'm working on other projects, and because of this, it doesn't leave that much time for other videos, but I can assure you that once that project is taken care of, and I see you guys will enjoy it, but after it's done, I will get straight back to work, regular schedule, and the project is going to be done really soon, so I hope you guys enjoy it. So that's the main reason I haven't been posting as much. So let's move on to question 2. What about Mask? So, for people who are unaware, Mask is my horror game, my first horror game that I'm working on. And the demo on Scratch and it's been a whole year since I posted something about Mask being the demo on Scratch, and that was a train wreck. I'm working on a real demo, however it's not even 1% complete. It's going to take a while, but here's some information on the game. Mask is a 3D multiplayer game where 3 or 4 people join the game. 3 people, the survivors, try and complete tasks while trying to escape the killer, who is either the 4th person or CPU if there are only 3 players. Now, you might be saying this is similar to other games, but how I made it different is that all characters have special abilities. You're not just faced with one task. There are many tasks, and each person gets one. Each person gets different tasks, and if they leave the game, then their tasks are complete. And each time the killer one of them, then he gets faster. Now, there is a lot of lore, but I do want to say one thing. I used to call this creature the Shadow Man, a person who steals people's souls, but we've now changed it to the Time Monster. And also, I would like to say that the community post I make, lore for my games, is it was originally being wrote by me, but I decided to adapt it into a more lore style thing. So in game, it's being written by a person that you'll learn more about in its second game, and in the second installment of the series. I'm still writing them in the real world, but it's just yeah. So now let's go on to the projects I've been working on. So it's time to explain what I've been working on. So I've been working on a series called Camera Tales, which are my own little tiny spooky stories to entertain you guys, which why I did this, and it is going to be in the form of me yapping it, or in a book, so you don't have to hear my yapping. So, and also the book is free, of course, and there's also another series. It's a horror series that a lot of people have been getting into, kind of like a trend. I'm excited to join it and see how it turns out. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. So, but I do have one last thing. So tell me, what do you think of when you see this picture? Most 90% of you think of the Urban Legend Herobrine, and 10% don't know who he is. So, just to explain him, in the early days of Minecraft, its beta version, Herobrine was a urban legend who a player saw, and he would always spy on them. When the player first saw him, he thought it was a cow, so he tried to check out a sword to try and get some meat. However, he saw that it was a player who found a name tag, or he looked like a player. He checked to see if it was multiplayer, but it was single player, and then the mysterious person ran off into the fog. He chased him, but found nothing. He started seeing trees without leaves, and caves, and also pyramids in the middle of the ocean. Eventually, he even caught a screenshot of him accidentally, and when he went to tell people about this strange occurrence, it got deleted when he tried posting it somewhere. He tried posting it again, but it got deleted faster with a person named Herobrine on his account saying stop. When he looked into the account, it was an error page on 404. He tried posting. Somebody emailed him saying they've seen the same occurrence, and when they tried to, and they've seen the Mystery Man too, but only once. And that person never saw him again, only with that one research. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you had a happy Halloween. Ow. Okay, I know that's pretty lazy. Just showing one creepypasta that almost everybody knows. So, how about I put my own modern twist on it as a homage tribute to it? This story is about a player named Jeremy. Jeremy went to school every day with any normal kid, and with his friends and with his friend James. His life was pretty normal. He just went to school, played Minecraft, sometimes played with Jeremy if they're lucky, and even had his own survival world. He had two separate survival worlds. One he played alone, and the second one he played with Jeremy. So one day after school, he got on and played Minecraft after finishing all his homework. He spawned into a snow biome the first time he ever played, he spawned to an oak forest. So he created his own little tiny house, and life was going pretty good in the Minecraft world. Until strange occurrences happened. Sometimes night would happen a few minutes before it should, and sometimes animals would act weirdly, sometimes coming close to him when he didn't have food, or just running away even if he didn't hit them. Sometimes he won't move at all. He brushed these off as glitches. Even though Minecraft in its modern day was pretty good, there's still bound to be a few errors, and that's any game. So Jeremy kept playing. As he mined, weird stuff started to happen. zombie cues played at the wrong time, and Enderman cues when there are no Endermen nearby, and even the whole Ender Dragon's noise even when there was no, but he wasn't even in the end. He started to think these weren't glitches, and even though it could be just, and even though he's heard about people like Herobrine, Giant Alex, and Entity 303, he never believed any of that. He thought they were just scary stories. And he still does. He eventually went to bed, and when he eventually went to bed in Minecraft World, and then to skip to daytime due to it being night, and he went mining. But as he went mining, he swore that he saw something out of the corner of his eye, being a Steve with white eyes. Now he eventually logged off, and he eventually went to sleep. Next day, after finishing his homework and a test, which he did pretty good on, he decided he played more Minecraft, but he found weird signs saying, "Leave, I'm coming," or stuff like book and quiz they originally wrote on that said stuff like, "You saw me." Now, he thought his friend prank him, but it was single player. He saw leaves. He saw trees that didn't have any leaves on them. And even tunnels and even pyramids in the ocean. And then he finally saw Herobrine just staring at him. He started walking closer to him, and as he did, the world started to corrupt. He eventually left it, and he deleted the world. He decided to James, and he went to sleep, having nightmares about Herobrine just staring at him. Eventually, James was online to play, and he accepted James's invite, and they started playing Underworld. Jeremy told him about the Herobrine incident, but he thought he was making it up. So they kept playing. They started playing Saplings, and everything was going good. The only weird occurrence was stone appearing in different places, but those could just be regular glitches. So Jeremy and James were having the time of their life playing, since it's a pretty fun game. And eventually they were able to go to the Nether. However, when they lit their portal, it wasn't working. James just logged off on frustration, but Jeremy wanted to explore more on it. And he found the Nether reactor core. People who don't know what it is, the Nether reactor core, quick out of story, the Nether reactor core is a core in the game. It used to be where it could transfer you to the Nether. It got back to the story. Jeremy tried turning it on and it sent him to the old Nether. He found signs that said, "Do you remember this place?" And our signs that said, "The good old days." And he says, "I know you know I'm here." He turns back and he quickly saw Herobrine just staring at him before disappearing. Being scared, he turned off the reactor core and logged off. When he logged back in with James, he told him all about it, and James just brushed it off as him trying to scare him. So he kept going. They eventually were able to get a Happy Ghast, and it was going pretty good. They even crafted their own copper golem. As the copper golem was organizing their chest, they went in. The copper golem, something weird was happening. One chest was for some reason filled with many different stuff. The Nether reactor core, the spawn eggs for multiple removed mobs, and even a Herobrine head. And for a split second, the Copper Golem had Herobrine's eyes, and a book and quill that said, "You remember these days, and I remember them too, and you know I'm here, and I mean, and you need to run." He was just confused by everything. Why was this mysterious player, Herobrine, showing him old Minecraft? The old Minecraft. Why were these glitches happening? We're connected to Herobrine, and what does Herobrine want? But he found out these questions the next day as both of them logged off to go to bed. Once they hopped back on, James somehow was booted from the game as Herobrine appeared. They were finally able to have a chat, even though the roles getting corrupted bit by bit, data by file by file. He said why he was showing him this, and he just said for one reason: where Minecraft was heading. Of course, Minecraft has been the highest grossing thing for an extremely long time, but history has been so. But some players have still hold on to the old Minecraft a lot. Some people even wanting it so bad and quitting the modern Minecraft just because it wasn't the original. So this player wanted to make something where want to try and change players' minds, but it never worked. So now he's just giving them what they want, but with a twist. You can get your old Minecraft back, but it could cost you your entire history with the world. Before Jeremy could respond saying he didn't want the old Minecraft back, it was fine. The modern one, it just booted him out, and his Minecraft, all his worlds were deleted. Full mass file on his computer that said, well, some people hold on to old Minecraft a lot. Sometimes it's better to just try modern thing, because sometimes when something is new, it's not always bad. That's where our story ends. It would be like my new updation of Herobrine. It is not true at all. This is not a true story. But yeah, I hope you guys have a happy Halloween. And this is Dylan signing off.
Cool.